Welcome back to another episode of David Teaches. In a previous episode, we went over what an electrolysis is. To recap, it's an electrical current going through a liquid. Today episode, we're going to be going over a hydrogen generator. The only difference is we're going to make the top airtight and put a tube so we can capture all the hydrogen and oxygen gas that escapes. And we're going to put it through a tube into some soapy water. Let's get building it. So to start, we're going to be using a pickle jar, and we're going to be poking 3 holes into the lid. For the first 2 holes, I just drilled them big enough to fit the copper wire through it. The 3rd hole I made just big enough for the hose to fit through. Now for the anode and cathode, we're going to be taking a butter knife, stainless steel. All I did was just snap off the knife part from the handle. We're just going to sandwich 2 knife parts together, and then we're just going to zip tie them together. Just like that. Now we just need to make it 1 more. Now that I got them zip tied, we're just going to cut off the excess. Now we're going to zip tie these 2 together and make sure only the zip ties touch each other. Make sure the metals don't touch each other. Now I got them both together. Just going to cut off the excess zip tie. Now I have both anode and cathode together. They're still separated by the zip ties. And now I just got to connect the copper wire. So I got the copper wire connected. I just put some zip ties to hold the wire in place. Now we can attach it to the lid. So I got the copper wire through the lid. Now remember, we want it airtight, so we're going to add some glue to the copper wire on the bottom. And then we're going to put the lid on, put some glue on the top, and then just let it dry. Now that everything's dry, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of baking soda into the pickle jar. Now we're going to pour water about almost to the top, a little bit above halfway. Make sure to mix it well. Make sure to get all the baking soda dissolved. For this step, all I did was add a little bit of dish soap to some water, and then just wait until all the soap bubbles settle. So now we got our battery supply hooked up, and you see all the bubbles. That's hydrogen gas and oxygen. We put a tube so we can capture all the gases that escape. Hydrogen is very dangerous. Make sure to use the knowledge responsibly.